What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Mom and Son Show.
I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and today we have a spooky edition talking about Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. We're rating all of the haunted houses because I was there this weekend.
He's actually rating them, and I'm going to
Just go and listen and give some
listen.
feedback.
Yeah, see if I want to go.
Yeah, let's go. Well, before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you notice, it is fall. Look at our beautiful new background.
It's not our background. We're in the middle of the forest.
We're in the middle of a forest. Great point, Mom. Thank
In
you
the
very
fall.
much.
In the fall, up
in
north.
the fall, up north somewhere. Exactly. So, how was your weekend, Mom?
It was busy. It was busy. Your sister and her husband went away, and we watched the kids for several days, and they kept us on our toes.
Oh, well, that's good.
How was
That's
yours?
good. It was good. We actually got a chance to go to Halloween Horror Nights, which is what we are talking about today. It's going to be fantastic.
Ooh.
It was very scary, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Okie
I don't know why we have the drums. I don't know what that was from. Probably from a past.
Probably you.
Yeah, something like that. But let's go to Universals. We are ranking them the top 10. There were 10 haunted houses, which is awesome. I thought there were only normally like 7.
Did you go into every single one?
So, no, we did not.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and talk about the honorable mentions, the ones that The Last of Us, always at least a 2-hour wait. And also Stranger Things, a 2-hour late. The Yeti, when we were about to leave, it was about 1:15, 1:20. It was only a 25-minute wait, but we wanted to jump in an Uber before it was too late, so we skipped the Yeti. And then we saw the Dementors on the top left. Those are Dementors. Those were so cool. They were just walking around Diagon Alley like they own the place, and they had no limits. They can go into stores. So when people are shopping, they would literally go into a store and scare the crap out of you. Really, really cool just to see them walking around. And they
Did
had
they make
like
noises?
they kind of hissed at you.
Okay.
And then they had some of them. I don't know if they coordinated this with some of the smoke, but it looked like they had some smoke bombs to disappear real quick.
Oh. Cool.
So that was really cool. Had to put that in there.
Very nice.
But so we're starting at 7. Number 7 of the Halloween haunted houses.
Wouldn't it be 6?
It'd be 7 because that's 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I thought this was.
No, the Dementors is not a haunted house.
Gotcha.
It was just an honorable mention of something really cool.
I know some of you out there were thinking the same thing, so I cleared it up for you.
Good point. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is not a haunted house. That was just them walking around trying to scare people, kind of like a scare zone. Number 7 was Chucky. And that ride, this was our last haunted house of the night that we did, because it was always very long. And I'm glad it was the last, because it was the absolute worst. If we had to wait more
really?
than... Oh, it was horrible. Number
Oh.
7 means least scary.
I understand that, but
There
it
you
still
go.
could be scary.
They had... The reason why it was so not scary is they had people taller than me, and I'm 6'2", with big bobbleheads walking around. And I'm like, you guys are
okay.
jokes. Like, what is going on here?
Okay.
So,
Have you seen the movie?
yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't say of course. Some
Yeah.
people just hear about it.
Yeah, so very not scary. If you had to go into that, I would skip and go somewhere else. I would have rather done the Yeti than Chucky. But because Chucky is such a big name, we had to go into it.
And usually scary.
Yes. Number 6 was The Darkest Deal. Now, this one the story was based on a blues guitarist making a deal with what they call the collector or the devil. So if you can see in his shadow, it's the devil. The reason why this one wasn't so scary is because the collector that they made had a horrible fake mask. It wasn't really scary. But that is one of the second haunted houses we did.
Okay.
And it was long. So I will say it was a long haunted house, which is always nice. Moving on to number 5, Unmasked. These are the original, villains of Universal. So you have Hunchback of Notre Dame, you
okay.
have the Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera taking his mask off, and then on the left you have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This was a great haunted house. You had Hunchback of Notre Dame. You're in a huge warehouse, and one of the characters, Hunchback of Notre Dame, is falling at you, and he's in a what do you call it? Like a harness, so he wouldn't fall. But
I'm
he
here
was
for the
literally,
words.
thank you. He was literally jumping at you. That one was cool, very scary. But number 5, we're getting into the top 4. Top 4 was the Oddfellows Twisted Origins. And just from seeing that, can you guess what type of haunted house it was?
I bet it had clowns.
Yes.
And I bet your girlfriend did not like it.
Yes, it was. It was a circus-themed haunted house. Really scary. Anything to do with clowns or make realism is super scary. The only downside about this was I don't think there were enough clowns.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, because they were kind of. It was one of the smaller haunted houses.
I wonder if they'll get more clowns towards the end, like.
That's a good point.
Closer to Halloween.
That's a good point. It was more. It was a smaller venue though. It wasn't a big warehouse.
It would be interesting to see if closer to Halloween,
how
if
many
they
more
amp it up at all.
Yep. Good point. Top 3: Dueling Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. Now, if you remember, Universal Studios, or I should say Islands of Adventure, had a ride called the Dueling Dragons, and they brought it back to a haunted house. It was phenomenal. You have to try it. When you walk through it, the ice and the fire people, scary as crap. Their face paint, their masks were amazing. And then towards the end, do you remember how you got to choose the side of the ride? Same thing like the haunted house. You can either choose to go left or you can choose right. And I'm sure both ways are completely different. We decided to go ice, but if we went on it again, we could have chose to go fire, which is so cool.
Neat.
It's different routes that you can choose. Really cool. Number 2, Blood Moon Dark Offerings.
Sounds gory.
This was number 1. The wait line in this was completely in a warehouse, completely AC'd.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. So
Nice.
if it's a hot day, if you want to do this one first, you're completely in the air conditioning and just wait it out. It's fantastic. Number 2, this is about being on like an Amish farm. So you have all the Amish people that are just taken over, dead because of the blood moon. I thought it was going to be something about werewolves, but it was just about an Amish town, just everybody dead. So you'd go
Interesting.
through a church, everybody's just sitting there, and you don't know which one's real, which one's not. Just it was scary. It was very good.
Yeah.
And then
How long does it take to go through them, or each one different?
each one's different. I would say that the shortest one, like the clown one, probably took about 3 minutes, but like the longer ones probably take about a good 10 minutes. Like you're in there for a long time going through, and it is scaring on top of scaring and whatnot. And my number 1 scariest haunted house of the night, The Exorcist.
Oh my gosh.
And this was by far, not even close, the scariest haunted house I've ever been in. It was amazing. Amazing. I don't want to give too much away just in case you are going, but think of the Exorcist movie in real life. It is just very, very scary. And the actors are phenomenal.
Awesome. So it almost sounds as if the top haunted houses, maybe they have the better actors.
I think so. Well, yeah, except for, I mean, Chucky, they just missed the mark completely.
Yeah.
I think they were just going off of, hey, let's just build a Chucky, and because of the name, we'll get people to come to it. But everything else, like The Exorcist, was fantastic. It was unreal. I do want to say, if you are an annual pass holder, premier annual pass holder, you don't get in free. There's blockout dates, which I didn't even know. So we had to pay for our ticket. We got there, and luckily we went early because I asked about, hey, what the whole scoop is, and they're like, hey, these passes don't work today. So make sure you go online and you look for blackout dates. October 3rd and 4th, which I think is a Tuesday, Wednesday, is the last day Premier pass holders can use their pass. You can't use it at all for the rest of the Halloween Horror Nights.
The season.
Which is kind of sad. I think we're going to cancel our pass because of that.
Now, I remember years ago when you guys were younger and we went, and your youngest sister, your only younger sister, she was deathly afraid.
Yes.
Obviously, part of it was because she was in a wheelchair because she had broken her ankle earlier.
Yes.
And everybody was jumping, the tormentors and whatever. And we were able to go into a store and we got a light up necklace.
Yes.
Put it around her and it would just blink. And it told the actors and the cast not to scare
jump
her.
at them. Yes.
Do they still have available?
I think they do. I told Tracy, my girlfriend, about that, but we never got it.
I thought I heard that they do still have it, but there's a fee.
Yeah, I'm sure
Whereas
you gotta.
before it was free.
Yeah, I'm sure you gotta pay for it, but I don't think we. I don't know. We never got it.
Right.
But yeah, that's it. It was
What about, did they have any like scare scenes? Like
yeah, they have
maybe-
scare zones.
Okay,
They have 4 or
yeah.
5 scare zones that
Okay.
you went through. One was we actually sat down in front of the Mummy because we all the rides are open too. You had the Mummy open, you had Men in Black open. Gringotts was open for a little bit, but it shut down halfway
What about
through.
Minion Land?
At Minion Land's open.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been
And then they had Rip Rocket Roller Coaster open. So they have rides open while this is going on as well. But yeah, the scare zones are awesome. You sit down right in front of a scare zone if you want, and then you can watch the actors scare other people. It's great.
Was it a real foggy entrance like it usually
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah. They
I
have
love
fog
that.
machines
Love
just
that.
blasting, so
Yeah.
you don't really see the actors as well.
And the chainsaws.
Chainsaws. They put the chainsaws in a bad spot. They put it over where Mel's Diner is, and the which is one of the least populated
Yeah.
spots. But I think that's also
That's probably why they
because
did it
it's
then.
so they can run around
Yeah.
a little bit more and have some more free roaming. Whereas if they put it in front of the Mummy, it'd be a lot tighter spot. They might hurt somebody. So.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a really great time.
We had a great time. We were Tracy and I were out. Our other group left a little bit earlier just because it was so hot and whatnot. But we were out till about 2:00, 2:30. It was a great time.
Nice.
You got to be ready. Got to be ready.
Gotta
be there
be
right
ready.
at 6:30 too. Actually, you can start getting in line at 6:00 because if you're a little bit late, you might miss out on some of the easy haunted houses. We did not have express passes. And to get through 7 haunted houses without an express pass is really good.
Yeah.
It was one of the lesser, I guess, populated times. But the day of express passes were $297 each.
Just for the express pass.
Just for the express pass. And then you had to pay another $140 for your ticket. So
Wow.
yeah. It was
Money
quite a
maker.
night. Yes.
Talk about
absolutely.
cash making.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they got to make it somewhere because they
That's
don't
right.
make it on their passes.
That's right.
All right, Mom. Let's hear the joke of the Monday. Of the Mom joke Monday.
You want to start over?
No.
Okay. Remember he did that, okay? Why don't vampires go to barbecues?
Because it'll burn.
Nope, because they're afraid of steaks.
Nice.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's
okay.
okay.
Good.
It's
All
not
right.
bad.
So here we are. It's a Monday. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you on Thursday. Make sure you come back here.
Yeah.
I'm the mom.
Oh, you won't see us on Thursday.
Oh, you're away again.
I'm going to be in the Dominican.
Oh my
We'll probably
gosh.
do another episode, though, for you maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay. So anyway, I'm the mom.
I'm the son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.